Hey, what's up guys, Guardian here, coming guys with a discussion video going over the new reveal that we got for Gold Paladin for the V-Clan collection. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately for me, it's not a Garmore card, but we did get a pretty cool reveal for a unit. So yeah, we have a Spectral Dupe Dragon Reverse. So yeah, a reversed Spectral Duke. So they've changed it from Duke to Dupe. I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, either way, he looks really cool. I do like the artwork, and yeah, I mean, a reverse Spectral Duke. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? I mean, never thought I'd actually see a reverse copy of him, but here we are. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive into his skills and what does he do. So, first skill is Auto Vanguard Circle. During your turn, if you have a Spectral Duke Dragon in your soul, this unit gets 10,000 power, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, it gets critical +1. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. So you'll be 22, and then have an extra crit if your opponent's grade 3. Alright, second skill is Auto Vanguard Circle. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, cost Counterblast 1, lock 3 rear guards, and then stand this unit, and it gets drive -1 until end of turn. Okay. So instead of retiring your units, we're now locking them instead, which is pretty cool. Interesting. I'm starting to think in terms of the because I know that the Spectral Duke grade 1 and grade 2, the Vortimer stuff, they needed to be retired for their skills to activate, because the grade 2 was your countercharger, and then the grade 1 allowed you to give extra power. But if we're not retiring them and we're locking instead, maybe things will be a tiny bit different, but I don't know. Or maybe this could just be a finisher for the end game. We'll have to see. We have one more skill though. Auto from hand. Okay, from hand, so that's interesting. At the end of the battle that your Vanguard attacked, if your damage zone has 5 or more cards, Ultimate Break, anyone? Okay. Cost Counterblast 2, okay, and lock 3 of your rear guards. Ride this card as stand, and this unit's auto abilities cannot activate until the end of turn. Wow, interesting. So we can get 3 Vanguard attacks off with this, right? So that's crazy. Wow, that's really good. I mean, you do need to have 5 or more damage, so, you know, that's a given. But it's a pretty good finisher for when you are at 5 damage. You do need 2 counterblasts as well. One thing I do like, though, when it comes to locking the rear guards, you can attack with them first. Like, you could attack with the rears first and then lock them afterwards with these skills. But if you wanted to do the first restand and then do a superior ride with the second one, that would cost you 3 counterblast and locking 6 rear guards, which I mean, that's quite a bit. But you do get 2 pretty sizable Vanguard attacks initially, because you do get the 10k and a potential crit, obviously, if your opponent's grade 3 or greater. You get that with the first swing, and then obviously you'll restand. You know, triggers take in the mind as well with your first twin drive. Get the second attack off. You know, maybe you got like a crit from the first or the second wave of drive checks. But if you do go for the superior ride effect as well, you will lose out on the trigger benefits that the first couple of swings got. But the idea here, obviously, is that you're getting a third Vanguard swing. You do get your Excel marker again from that ride, and you'll obviously draw a card because, I mean, Excel 2 is pretty good, right? So, I mean, why wouldn't you? But it is important to notice that it does say that this unit's auto abilities cannot activate until the end of turn, which means I'm pretty certain. Well, I know that the restand effect can't activate anymore. Now, does the first one allow you to be used? Like, because it says auto abilities cannot activate until the end of turn. But the first auto effect, I'm pretty certain that's not an ability that you're activating. That's just a continuous skill, I'm pretty sure. Because it just says during your turn that you get the 10k and the crit. You're not necessarily activating the auto effect, it's just a thing that's happening, you know? I could be wrong on that though. By all means, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong there, but maybe you do get the power and the crit for the rewrite attack as well. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool though. I mean, 3 potential Vanguard attacks. And like I said, you can always lock your rear guards after you've attacked with them first. And there might be some complication if you're planning to play like, you know, aggro and stuff, because it's kind of awkward if they like bounce back to your hand afterwards, and then also you have to like suck a rear guard into your soul as well, because you're technically losing 2 rear guards from your board that you might need to keep there for the lock. So that makes me think maybe Aggro not good in this deck for this sort of a build, but not too sure. But we also still need to play the Spectral Dupe, you know, the normal Spectral Dupe. We still need to play that. But then it kind of makes me wonder about the Vortimer Grade 2 and Grade 1, because they need to be retired from your card effect to get their like counter charge and power skills from their skills respectively. But then it kind of doesn't make sense with this one, because we have to lock those rears and not necessarily retire them. So I don't know. It makes me think that the build for this deck will be a bit different from most traditional gold lists, because I'm starting to see some conflicting lines of play here with a lot of like the staple cards from like a Spectral Duke deck, and just, you know, golds as a whole. I'm not too sure. And then also, you know, 3 counterblasts to do the three Vanguard attacks. I mean, you're going to need a good amount of resources to make that happen, and you pretty much need a full field, right? And of course, you can do 6 locks in an Excel deck because you've got 5 rear guards and you get an Excel marker, so you can do that. That's fine. So yeah, interestingly designed card though, and like I said, it is cool to see Spectral Duke as a reverse unit now. You know, with a lot of these reverse units, they're kind of like a what if thing, like from like Marvel, like with like what if this happened, right? And yeah, I suppose if Spectral Duke got reversed, this is what it would look like, and this is a skill that you could have, and here he is. So yeah, overall though, pretty happy with it. It's interesting. Like I said, I would have liked to have seen, you know, Black Fang Liberate a Garmore or something edgy like that, but you know, I think a reverse Spectral Duke, I think that's also quite edgy, and I think there will be a pretty good amount of people happy to see this, and you know, I'm happy to see it. I'm not sad at all, but yeah, maybe in the future we could maybe see some love for Garmore. That would be pretty nice to see as well. But either way, Spectral Duke has now become Spectral Dupe Dragon. He's now duping, apparently. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, I think. So tell me, guys, what you think about this in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. So like always, this is Guardian 205, signing out.